Good morning, guys. Thanks for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. I will just quickly caveat this with it is New Year's Eve today. I am fully intending to stay on plan, but please don't hate me if I don't. However, having said that, I'm not going anywhere for New Year's. It's 2020, so there's no choice. My area is in... Oh my goodness! Sorry, my area is in tier 4 restriction rules, whatever you want to call it, which means stay at home. Besides which, I'm on call. There's a virus out there. Like, yeah. So really, it shouldn't be any different to a normal night for me. I actually don't even know if I'm going to stay up till midnight because I've got to be up at 7 tomorrow to do some checks for work because I'm on call tomorrow. Yay. So anyway, having said all that, as I said, I'm fully intending to be on plan all day today. There's no reason for me not to be. It is a white world in Gloucestershire, because I'm not in Gloucester this morning. Look at that. It's frosty. It's very cold. Currently it's 8:30. I've been working since 7 because, like I said before, I'm on earlys this week. Don't normally do early shifts, but I'm helping with cover this week. And working from home for those who are new here. Hello. Yes, so it's Harvest Day. I've had a coffee already because, you know, I needed it today. It was one of those days. I didn't sleep very well last night. I remember being awake at like 20 to 3 in the morning. You know, having been asleep, and then I went back to sleep, and then it was hard to get up. So my coffee is just my bog standard coffee with 100 mils of Alpro almond barista milk. So that's 1 sin. And to be honest, I'm probably going to go and have another one right now. I'm also debating whether I want my breakfast now, because I'm quite hungry because of starting my day so much earlier. So I'll decide in a minute. Wow, I don't know where my voice went there. I just keep looking out the window because all the little birds are out. And the robins in particular, I've got loads of robins here, and they just look so cute against that white frost. I was just going to say I'll show you some, but they've all gone. I'm just trying to show you without scaring them, but the robins are out and they're looking so cute against the white. I mean, turn around so we can see the red bit. That's kind of what looks cute. Oh, look at them, they're fighting. Oh, so cute. There's so many robins here. I love them. They're adorable. Little fat, cute balls of feathers. Okay, so I'm making some breakfast, and I've run out of bagels basically, but I'm sticking with my winning formula of this kind of cheese toasty sandwich thing. So this is a Warburton's wholemeal seeded protein thin. What a mouthful. It's very specific. These ones are a healthy extra B choice. However, they're actually only 5 sins. So if you want to save your healthy extra B for something else, then this is a really good thing to have, like, sinned. But 5 sins is a lot just for this little thing. So anyway, they don't seem like the best value for healthy extra B for me. But anyway, moving on. So Delta's saying good morning because she's calling me. Delta, I'm here. Good girl. See, she's calling me. So what I'm going to do the same as what I've done the other couple of days. I'm going to have cheese. This is 40 grams of cocoa, just sliced in as thin as I could make it. So some are really thin and some not so much. But yeah, it's 40 grams of the cocoa vegan cheese that counts as healthy extra A due to the levels of calcium. So that is the first of 2 healthy extra A's for the day. And then I've got just a couple of little tomatoes and a handful of rocket and baby leaf salad. And I thought today I'd mix it up and have a little bit of Marmite on there as well, because Marmite's really good for you and I love it. It's delicious. All right, we've got a thick layer of Marmite, and then I shall just add my cheese. This is not a grilled cheese. I've got a bit bored of them. just because I really like them, but they're just not like sticking with me, if you see what I mean. So like they're not as filling as they could be, and I think it's to do with the cheese not being melted. Sorry. So because this week when I've been having these kind of toasted sandwich things, or just sandwiches, I guess, I found them a bit more filling. Now, obviously, I've been adding tomato and leaves, but you know, tomato and leaves isn't exactly filling, but it does make it feel more substantial. But I think the fact the cheese is solid makes it feel a bit more substantial as well. So there we go. That is my breakfast. No sins, but healthy extra B and one of my healthy extra A's, and Delta's frantically calling. We've just had a nice little I would say cuddle session, but she'd eat my face. So what we have is a little moment. We've been doing head bobs back at each other, which is quite nice. Right, there we go. Look, that's breakfast. Nice and substantial. I've also made myself a second coffee for another 1 sin for 100 ml of Alpra Almond Barista milk in there. Hey guys, so it's just before 12. I had a banana to keep me going, by the way, because I got hungry again. These only starts, like, honestly. Anyway, so I'm just going to make some lunch. I'm kind of using up some things that I have in. So it's just going to kind of be a bowl lunch. Yeah, I don't really know how to describe this. So essentially, these are the components. I've got all this leftover rice from yesterday. So I'm going to make this into my little cheesy rice balls because they are so nice. So basically mix the rice with a little bit of diced red onion, a good amount of Old Bay, and another 40 grams of cocoa vegan cheese for my second healthy extra A today. I've got this cauliflower that I roasted the other day with harissa spices. So I'm going to heat that up in the oven when those are in the oven. So that's like the carb. That's one of the veggies. I'm going to have some spinach for greenery. And then I need like a main kind of thing. So I don't know what I'm going to have yet, but this is what I've decided on so far. Okay, 20 minutes later, I've got my my little cheesy rice cake things. They're more like cheesy rice patties, I guess. I don't know. They're just so delightfully savoury. Anyway, I'm going to put them all around the edge of the baking sheet. And then, oh, if you want to make these, by the way, it is literally just the leftover rice and half a red onion. Obviously, I've put my 40 grams of grated cocoa in there, but I used the very small side of the grater. And a shit ton of Old Bay seasoning. And then you just literally have to squeeze them together. It's really messy. I mean, there's a lot of fallout and I've got it off my hands, but you tend to find it all the way up your wrist for 2 days afterwards. So that's that. And then in the middle, I've just put that cauliflower for like heating and crisping up again. And then I was just looking in the freezer to see if I had some things that I wanted to use up. And I remembered or found that I had these little pups in blankets from Plant Pioneers. They're actually made on the inside with the mushroom shroom dogs, which I really like. They've got a really nice taste to them. They're quite peppery. So, yeah, I thought I'll just chuck those on. I think that they work out at 2 sins each, which is not really ideal, but it's New Year's Eve. I don't know. I'm just going to chuck them on and then probably like have a couple with lunch and then we'll just see where it goes. Okay, this is my tray as it is going to go into the oven. Yeah, I'm not adding anything to it or anything. I've had the oven preheating while I've been doing this, and I guess I'll put it in for like half an hour. And hopefully, oh no, just chuck my thumb in a rice cake. Yeah, I'll do half an hour because I think that'll be all right. And, you know, I could pretty much cook everything at 200. Okay, we'll have 35 minutes. There we go. Yeah. That's that. Okay, excellent. Okay, here's lunch. I've got 4 of my little rice cakes. Here's the others. Stupidly made 9.
I am going to have this sausage as well, but it wasn't as aesthetically pleasing. So, there we go. I only had that one because the bacon fell off it as well. Anyway, so I got 5 sausages left, so, and 5 rice cakes. But I might have half of one. And that way it's exactly half my healthy extra A. My second healthy extra A. Oh my god, it's so hot. These aren't quite as crispy as normal, but that's okay because it's probably because there was quite a lot of stuff on the tray. Ow. Right. Okay, that's lunch looking a bit of a mess. That is actually a total of 10 sins and my second healthy half my second healthy extra A. I got overexcited and I had some chocolates. Not loads, but I will show you these, my Hotel Chocolat ones. The vegan sleekster. Hello. It's a very big box. This is from Christmas. Yeah, I had about 6, 7. Definitely put me over my sins. So, I mean, that was probably about 3 or 4 more than I actually needed because they're very rich. And I don't think that I'm that much of a fan of the Hotel Chocolat nut milk, you know, because it's just too creamy almost. Like, I prefer the dark chocolate stuff, I think. So yeah, most of what's left in there now is the nut milk ones. So I might try and palm them off on someone. Anyway, yes, so I'm over my sins, I'm afraid, but I've been, like, in my head the last hour, I've been going, oh, but it's New Year's Eve, I can have a treat, all the rest of it. And it's like, I've just done that. I've just kind of blown my day, although of course I haven't blown the day, because if I look at it like that, I'll definitely blow the day. But I think I just need to sort of make sure I'm relatively good for the rest of the day, if that makes sense. Oh God, excuse me. I'll tell you what, these early shifts are not good for me. Only joking. It's only an hour earlier than I normally start, but boy does it feel different. Anyway, yes, so yeah, I just had to tell you that I've gone over my sins, really. Still kind of on the Christmas come down. I'm not overly worried about it. I'm a little bit annoyed at myself because if I'd have done it properly, instead of just going and getting the chocolates and going, oh, sod it, I'm going to have a few chocolates. If I'd have just gone, right, well, they're however many sins each. I don't know how many those ones are. I think they're about 3 or 4 because they're quite, like, chocolatey. And they're quite big as well. But, oh my God, it's just thrown me completely. Yeah, because they're quite, if I'd have just said, like, you know, I can have 3 chocolates for 12 sins or 9 sins or however many sins, then that would have been a controlled way of doing it, but I didn't. And that's silly because now I've just kind of made myself feel bad, if you see what I mean. And I really didn't need to. I didn't need to at all. Also feel very slightly sick because they are quite rich. So anyway, yeah, I'll just try and be as good as I can for the rest of the day. But like I said, it's not like I didn't have loads and loads and loads. I didn't binge or anything. It's just that I know I've gone over my sins. So it's frustrating. So it is now 6:05 and I've been on a Zoom call with my friends since about 4:30 because usually we would all spend New Year's together. And we can't do that because, you know, but that's fine, you know, it is what it is. But they're all having treat teas, like literally my sister, I know this because everyone just sends me text messages of what they're eating. My sister's having Chinese, my mum and dad are having Indian, or fish and chips, I'm not sure. My friend on the phone then is having Indian, our other friend is having Chinese that she's going to get in a minute. And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm having. So I feel like I'm missing out and I feel like I want a treat tea. Just something a little bit special, you know, because it is New Year's. But then again, I'm not really that hungry right now.
but I'm not sure what time the shops are closing today, so I'll come back to you with what I have. Hey guys, so it's going to be an off-plan tea for me, but I am having a treat tea. So I'm going with peanut noodles. So it's still relatively healthy, but it's just off-plan because I'm going to make it extra good. Okay, so the protein element is going to be this teriyaki tofu that I'm going to air fry. Yum. If you're interested, that is 3.5 cents a pack. Veggies, I'm using broccoli, yellow pepper, red pepper and pak choi. Feel like that's not enough, but it will be. I might put some mushrooms in actually. We'll see. And then I'm using my rice stick noodles. Sorry, that was a really crappy shot. Those ones. And then a load of flavourings that I'll show you now. Starting out with some chili, ginger and garlic. Gonna have a splash of white rice vinegar. A splash of sesame oil. Quite a big glug of soy sauce. Mine is reduced salt and light. It doesn't matter if you use light or dark, but I always use reduced salt because I eat plenty of salt. I mean, yes, the eagle-eyed may notice this is similar to the sticky tofu recipe. It's just that essentially, I mean, we're using, oh God, that was a horrible noise. Oh, my nail went down the side of the sauce. Oh, that's giving me shivers. Sorry. Oh, yeah, we're replacing the maple syrup that we would usually use with peanut butter for this one, and we're cooking it all in one pot. Maybe except that the teriyaki tofu I'm going to do in the air fryer because I do like it crispy. And then peanut butter. I'm using crunchy because I want the pieces in there. Used a lot more than normal when I do it because I'm making it an indulgent version to make it really worth my treat. So yeah, super peanutty, creamy peanut noodles today. Again, this is slightly different to how I'd normally make it because I'd normally add lime juice, of which I don't have any. And I feel like I wouldn't normally put sesame oil in, but you know, and I wouldn't normally add water at this point, but I am today because I decided I want to try and mix it up a little bit first. So I'm just going to try and do that. And then if you're going to do this the same way, then be sparing with the water in the beginning because you only need a small amount anyway. So just don't get mad on it. So at 10 to 7, I decided to get to the shops before 7 when they shut today. And oh my goodness. Cars going down the pedestrian bit to the takeaway. This is our big Christmas tree in Dursley. And yeah, I thought I'd just walk down to Sainsbury's, get a bit of movement and fresh air. It's really cold and icy. It's always the way, someone comes up behind you when you're filming. I don't know if you can see behind me, this is our like high street, it's pedestrian. Except for the cars that do deliveries. Can you see all the little Christmas trees up on the shops? They're really cute. Anyway, it's very, very quiet out despite the noise of the cars because they do travel. The noise travels because we're in a dip. So yeah, just having a little New Year's stroll on my own. It's always the way, someone comes up behind you when you're filming. I don't know if you can see behind me, this is our like high street, it's pedestrian except for the cars that do deliveries. Can you see all the little Christmas trees up on the shops? They're really cute. Anyway, it's very, very quiet out despite the noise of the cars because they do travel. The noise travels because we're in a dip. So yeah, just having a little New Year's stroll on my own. All right, here is dinner. It is my peanut noodles. I'm afraid I couldn't film making it because my phone died. Sorry about that. Anyway, got my lovely coriander and spring onion that I got in Sainsbury's just now. Well, I say just now, it's like an hour ago. This just absolutely makes it, and that makes me happy. And whilst this is an off-plan meal, because I've used the oil and the peanut butter, and large amounts of each, well, not large of oil, but large of peanut butter, just to make it extra indulgent. It's not an unhealthy meal, I wouldn't call it, because it's got lots of vegetables, got your rice noodles, tofu, etc. So, you know, it could be worse. At least it's not a takeaway, right? So I'm gonna go eat. Dinner was really, really tasty, and I'm so glad I had that. I'm not really much one for takeaways, so I'm actually not jealous of other people having takeaways. Like, to me, that food is way nicer. But I totally get that some people like takeaways. I just find them really greasy and horrible. You know, and I know I like some unhealthy food, but yeah, a greasy food, not for me. Anywho, I'm now having a cup of my pucker after dinner tea. It always sounds like I slur that. And I'm also gonna have something I bought in Sainsbury's. These layered lemon desserts. I probably will eat both if I'm totally honest, because they're only small. And one's never enough, quite frankly. But two's a little bit too much, but you can't have half one, so what are you gonna do? Yeah, they're really, really nice. They're vegan, they're Sainsbury's own brand. Whipped coconut-based dessert with lemon juice and an oat-based crumb. I think they're gluten-free, I guess, but that's the only thing with gluten-free stuff, is that the crumb, if it's stuff that's got like crumble, like the Goo new vegan cheesecake desserts, the crumble's rubbish. Like, then it's not right at all. You know, and when you're vegan but not gluten-free, it's a little disappointing. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna eat these for my special New Year's Eve dessert. Well guys, I'm gonna say goodnight here. I am so tired. Those lemon desserts are lush, by the way. I have tried them before, but it was like months ago, so I'd forgotten. But that oaty crumble in the bottom, so good. I think on Slimming World they're quite sinny. I think they're like 12 sins or something. They're insane, but they're really, really nice. Anyway, I am gonna go to bed shortly. It's actually only about 11:15. And I know it's New Year's Eve, you know, but I've got no real need to stay up and see midnight, like, deliberately. I'll probably still be awake, but I'm hoping I'll be in bed. But yeah, doing it early this week is absolutely taking it out of me. Yeah, I don't really know why. So, considering that I have to get up tomorrow for it, I just don't want to... I just can't stay up any longer. I'm just too tired. But the nice thing is, it's not like a full day working tomorrow. It's only on call because it's a bank holiday. So I've just got to do probably about 2 hours work in the morning, and then the rest of the day is mine. But I'm not the kind of person who likes to go back to bed or anything like that. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I can't believe this is like my last little segment of 2020. It has been a hell of a ride, and yeah, in bad ways and good ways, but one of the good ways is my little community on this channel, because I legit love you guys. You are so lovely. Like, I feel like I know you all. God, I feel a bit emotional. I genuinely feel like I know you all, and I just can't believe like what a lovely little community we've got. And I just, yeah, thank you so much for supporting me. I can't express that enough, really. I am planning to continue making my daily videos. I might rebrand them slightly, but I'm not sure how to do it, because I want to make sure that, you know, my titles and like the thumbnail stuff accurately reflects what the video contains. But I think I should make it a bit clearer. They're more vloggy, but they're not completely vlogs, because they are focused on what I eat in a day. So yeah, I'll have a little think. It's been bugging me for a few weeks now. Anyway,
I don't need to go off on one. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Guys, I'll see you next year, and I just want you all to know that I love you so, so, so much. My regulars, you know who you are, and, you know, any new people or irregular people, like, that's cool too. Just thank you so much for being so lovely and for watching my ramblings, because let's face it, it's not that interesting, but it's good when the food's there, right? Okay, I'll see you in 2021, and have a great New Year's Eve. I love you all lots and lots. Good night.